This is the wave. Real estate sector is one of the drivers for Thailand's economy as the industry contributes roughly 10% of the GDP. But internal factors could put the industry at risk. Joining me now is Mr. Korn Narongdej, Director and Chairman of the Executive Committee of Raimon, to analyze the development and challenges in this industry. Fantastic to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, I think before we dive into the specific topic, I just want to understand, of course, right now we are at One City Center, which is tallest grade A+ building, office building in Thailand. And
Yes.
This is a very fantastic development from your side in the real estate too. So I want to talk about the environment sustainability first, CSR and ESG policies. When you develop a project like OCC or other condominiums in Thailand, how would you fit ESG and CSR policy in the project, in the development?
Okay. First of all, I think environmental issue is something is very important, and it's not just anyone in specific responsibility. I think it's all of us as part of the human being and the people of this world to be responsible about this issue. As you know, we have only one planet and we have to pass it on to the next generation. So environmental issue is something that we hold dearly close to our heart, and in every project we try to put in the environmental friendly issues into all the developments. And the most obvious example would be this building, of course, the OCC or One City Center. We put a lot of thoughts and ideas in it when developing it. And for example, this land, just the land alone, we situate on the amount total of 6 rights, but we dedicate 3 rights or half of it, 5,000 square meters to the green space. This green space is usable not only for the tenants, but all the public. So we want it to be like a new, the new green space for Plunjit in the Bangkok CBD. So that's the first thing. And secondly, it's all the material that we use in this building. For example, it's all low volatile organic compound material, which is all environmental friendly. And just to name a few, I can go on forever. If it's too long, just let me know. The third is the air quality is something that it's one of the most critical issue right now. As you can see outside, the air quality is getting worse and worse. And for this building, we installed the system called MER 14, which is the same system that they use in the hospital. So no matter how bad the weather outside, the air quality inside will be 90% better. And in terms of PM 2.5, and for the general air quality, it's 30% better than the normal standard. And like every building, there will be a heat that we need to dispose, right? So this normally they will use like a water for the cooling tower, but this building we also use recycling water. So it's save the environment also, and it's also energy efficiency. And one of the things that I like to mention that we have the privilege to work with this building with a company called SOM, which is the international architectural firm, and they're the one who designed Burj Khalifa in Dubai. So the way, if you look around in this building when you walk, you will see the west core side of this building. There's no windows at all. Reason being behind that is that the sun in Thailand is super strong in the afternoon. By having no windows at all, we managed to save about 30% on the electrical bills during the afternoon. So that's one of the few things. And with all of this mentioned that we got recognized by the international organization called the LEEDs, and we got this building, we got the LEED Gold Award, which is certified that we are environmental friendly and we support the ESG movement.
So pretty good strategies there. And as what you said at the beginning, when I head into this building, I already see those greenery spaces because you contribute half of the space for the greenery space. It's very important, and you use all the technologies, of course, the designers from Burj Khalifa building to help in terms of ESG policy here. And of course, you talked to me before we start to talk in front of the camera that actually this building just opened at mid of the pandemic, and this is the business strategy, very important from your side to incentivize how to put the business to the public, but in the same time the very critical timing that the investment could be halted. But no, you told me that 70% of this building have been rented out. So just want to understand, during that pandemic, what was your strategy to attract more like investment or collaboration in between? And how would you analyze the real estate industry in 2024?
And of course, during the pandemic, it's a big challenge for everyone, not just for us.
Yeah.
And this building, we start marketing it right in the middle of starting a pandemic, 2019. So then it was quite a big challenge for all the teams. But again, with all our products, not just like residential, but all commercial products, what it's the core value of Raimon Land that we put in on every project is that, first of all, we put a very big emphasis on location, because we believe that location is the key, no matter where you are.
Is the key.
Yes, because like it's kind of a joke that when now people are asking me like, oh, you're in real estate, so what tips can you give me about buying a house or a property? I always say three things: location, location, location.
Yeah.
Because like with the strategic location, as you know, land is not like other things. It doesn't grow on trees. So once it's gone, it's all gone. So I think the location is the most important, and I think one of the key issue that make this building so successful is where's the super prime location. And we right in the middle of Plunget, and with easy access with the BTS and access to all the big hotels, commercial space and department store, and even like in the infrastructure, like going to the airport is not that far, easy access to expressway. So I think that's one of the key. And secondly, the quality of the product. I think it's when you have good quality product, no matter what's the situation or what's going on with the world, at the end, people are still looking into quality. So I think that's the second reason why we believe that this building it's become more successful recently. Yeah.
How about 2024? Because actually some analysts say that the perfect storm is coming, that lack of cash flow or the issue of the debentures there. So how would you see the 2024 real estate?
I think one of the things that we try to do with Raimon Land, or RML for short, that once when we took over this company is that we look at first what is the core value of this company, and we see that one of the things is this company, what we like so much is that it's been in the business for over 30 years, 36 years to be precise. And secondly, that all of its project is also out. None of the project it's like left behind.
All condos?
All condos, yeah. All condo and housing, in the track records also are. And the third thing is that what is really good for this company is that all the foreign quota reach the maximum. That means that the fan base is pretty big.
Yeah.
So the first thing we did when we came into the management is that we try to figure out what will be the best moving forward. So we change a lot of portfolio. The non-core we discontinue all of it, and like the project that like mid-range we discontinue, and we want to focus on the super high end. Why? Because we believe that the quality that we put in and the amount of investment with the new material cost, the land cost, everything, the price will go up rapidly. And I think with the margin like that, it's better to do like the super quality, the super high end, where people really appreciate your goods and you can sell at a higher price.
Yeah.
So that's what we did, which luckily we did it before the pandemic. So once the pandemic hit, to be honest, it's affect everybody, yes, but to us it's quite very limited because once we focus on this high end clientele, the effect that has on them is quite minimum. Because they're not really depends on the bank loans. They have like more disposable income. So, and most of the luxury product, when they buy, it's more like an emotional buy. So
you talk about from customer side,
yes.
And how about your side? I mean, from the company side, because of course those analysts talk about the cash lacking of cash flow is quite a big problem in real estate industry.
As I mentioned now, everything is going up so fast, like the land price. The land price, one of the key issue that I think not just us but every developer is facing is that the amount of investment it's getting higher and higher. So that's why we come out with a new business strategy. So moving back 2-3 years before we approach into this business strategy called asset light, where we see the opportunity that there are a lot of landowners who have the land, they want to develop, but they don't have the know-how. We have the know-how, but we don't want to invest in the land. So it's a perfect match that it's become a lot of a new business model that we use moving forward to launch a new project is that a joint venture between the landowners. So the company, the good thing for the company, we save on the amount we have to invest in the price of the land, and also in terms of once we don't have to buy the land in terms of the the financial cost is getting reduced
Yep.
because of the interest and the holding cost as well.
Yeah, so the cohesive collaboration with the owners.
Yes.
are
And
the
one good
key.
thing with the owner is that normally when the owner, this kind of owner, when they have like a super prestige land, they will normally come with a group of friends as a buyer at the end also.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation. Yeah.
And of course, separating the risk to
Yes.
other sides.
Yes.
I think another side we have to talk about is government's policy. Of course, government, they use a lot of policy, including visa-free policy, to attract all the investors coming in, not just from China, but of course from India and other countries too. So of course that helps. But what would you like to see from the government to push more for real estate growth?
I think of course the free visa helps a lot with the Chinese, Indian, and of course Taiwanese. There's a lot of potential buyers from these countries.
Yep.
But what I like to see is that in terms of foreign quota, you know, if they can extend it a little bit more.
Right now it's 49%.
It's 49%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I understand it's quite a controversial issue because a lot of people, it's especially for local Thai, and asking, okay, why we want to give the lands to the foreigners. But if it's still the same policy for condo, but maybe extend it to 60%. I think
Would you think that would be quite high, 60%, or it's okay?
Because at the end, it's a condo, it's not a house anyway, because the land is still the same, you
Yeah.
know. So I think it had least effect on the total issue and also on the feelings of the Thai people also. But I think one thing we are very fortunate as a Thai because first of all, I've met a lot of foreigners. I never seen anyone who doesn't like Thailand.
Yes.
Thailand is like crown jewels here.
I love it too.
Thank you. In Southeast Asia, and I think we have like the very good strategic location to come from Australia, from Europe, from the US. It's quite close. And secondly, we are the friendly people, so it's for foreigners to consider here as a second home. It's very easy. And thirdly, I think we are one of the few countries that open up to everything, to all race, to all religion. So I think and it's quite still safe here to live in Thailand. So I think that's one of the very good competitive advantage and why foreigners are considering Thailand as their second home and their investment here.
Yeah, and I think it's because of the people-to-people connection there too. People are nice in Thailand, and they're always kind to foreigners.
And lastly, the cost of living compared to the rest of the region is quite reasonable.
Yeah, because I just came back from London, but just 2.5 times than Thailand's living cost.
Exactly.
Another thing is about the high interest rate here, because of course we see the high interest rate for few quarters right now. So it might affect investors' confidence in Thailand. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think in the interest rate, it's something that affects everybody in the market, especially those who considering for customer, the lending rates getting higher and higher. That's why we try to shift our target up to the ultra high net worth because they're less susceptible to the interest rate.
Yeah.
But in terms of investment, of course, it's the banks are more conservative now with the thing that's going on. But we see a quite opposite trend also because everybody said that the economy is slow down, the economy is going back. But if you go back on the track record 2-3 years during the pandemic, the one sector that's really enjoy all the big growth is all the luxury segment. Not just real estate, but like all the luxury goods, cars, watches. So I think there's a big growth in here, and sadly, those who have more money, they become richer and richer, and they spend more. So that's why we try to focus on the super ultra luxury product.
So understand that, of course, it affects all the industry, but the luxury and ultra luxury projects that you have from Raimon Land will go through. Next, of course, is about the charity project from Raimon, from you and from your family too. Of course, to support children's life in hospital, you found a project called Children's Hospital Foundation and Art of Living too. So just want to understand, why would you contribute? Why would you put your efforts in children's lives?
Raimon, or RML for short, we have the foundation called Better Life Foundation, which mostly focus on helping underprivileged children. The reason we like to focus on children because, first of all, when there's a lot of charity project that's been going on. But here at RML, we believe that when you invest with children and you give them opportunities, I think it's something that will stay with them forever, rather than give them food or like clothing or anything that will go away. So we want to give them like opportunity and mostly education. I think that's something that can stay with them forever. And recently, we've been working closely with Children Hospital Foundation of Thailand, which is the only government that fund hospital that helps underprivileged children. And the reason I've been involved in this, both Raimon and my personal family, is that my wife has been going to help with this foundation, and she become an angel ambassador for this. And what we like about this is that this foundation, they help focus on helping premature babies. And before going to help with this, we have no idea that a lot of people die because like they of a premature birth. And by helping this, you like giving a life to another human being. So I think it's a very big thing. So that's why we try to encourage and put all our effort into this CSR project. And another thing that we tie in with this is called a project called Art of Living. Have to, on the history, art is one thing that we have hold closest to our heart, to all our Raimon project. We put a lot of arts into our project because we believe that art that's make we different from other animals, because we have art, we have the appreciation, right? So we came up with this project called the Art of Living, where we convert then the sales gallery for Tate Sathorn 12 for 6 months. Will be a free exhibition, rotating exhibition of the upcoming artists in Thailand, and also some of the famous artists. And some of the pieces we sold during that exhibition, the proceeds go to the Children's Foundation Hospital.
So education and arts are very significant in your...
And the reason we really like this project, because when you talk about big metropolis around the world, London, Paris, New York, you can go see art in the big museum anywhere. But when you talk about Bangkok, it's very limited space where you can see art. So that's why we want to put this as a free art space, and for children, for those who are art lovers, and also for a university student to come study and have more opportunity in encouraging the art world.
And it's a creative method that you combine your condos with art together. And just want to have a follow-up question. Do you know how many children have you helped right now? And how about the amount of the budget that you give to them?
The total, since my wife considered, I've been helping with this charity for 2 years. We able to raise from both public and private companies. We raised about 100 million already.
Right, very significant amount. Thanks from them.
Thank you to all the donors.
Yes. And next one, of course, your personal development. Of course, your family, Narongdej family, has very good foundation, of course, from the entertainment industry, in the manufacturing industry. Why would you choose in real estate? Some people ask this question.
Actually, I tried many things in my career before, because when my mom was still alive, she always have this saying that she liked to teach her children she said, learning by doing. So try many things to see if you like it or not. My first career, actually, I started selling watches. That's my first career when I was 16. And then when I was in school, I had the passion. I thought I want to become a banker. So I worked in the banking industry for like 2-3 years. And when then I went to study for my master's degree. So when I came back, then all my family business mostly is in automotive business, factories and automotive. So during my time in my study in London, when I finished my master's degree, right? So I was kind of still a teenager, so I don't want to come back. But if to tell my parents I just want to stay there for do nothing, it's look like kind of waste of time. So I told my parents that there's a good interior school just very close by where I live. I want to do like a diploma program for 6 months. So I enrolled into that, and on my background, I kind of like all about design already. Then, architecture, interiors, and other people might collect cars and watches. I collect chairs and cabinets. Since then. So it's kind of my passion. So when I came back home and my dad asked, okay, now you graduate, what do you want to do? And I said, I don't want, factories and automotive is not really my thing. So my dad said, since you study interior, why don't you do like a residential project? I said, that's a good idea. So that's how the family started branching out into the real estate first. And I like it so much. And then, and I thought then it would be like my passion, my career forever. And then I have an opportunity to carry on the entertainment business where my mom started. And then I like it too. So that's one thing I learned, that never say never, you know, at least you try everything and then you can see and wait if you like it or not.
And actually you combine the entertaining venue here on top of this building, Hanuman Bar. There. So we will go up, of course, in one day. Hopefully we could have a cup of cocktail or something.
Yes, and the
together.
restaurant is opening soon.
Restaurant is opening soon, so people will understand it. Any exciting project ahead? Can you give a tease?
It's a lot of exciting project that's going on this year, actually. Since the pandemic, we've been developing a new project that's been coming up, and hopefully we'll get to see it, and we'll have a big launch this year. And it will be like one of a kind project that we believe that you've never seen in Thailand before. So we are super excited.
We will see.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Korn Narongdej, Director and Chairman of the Executive Committee of Raimon Land. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณมากครับ
ขอบคุณครับ